Alright, so we might be in a different place than we were before. So I said I was gonna do side quest stuff. This side quest stuff we are indeed doing is now the Pit of 100 Trials. Because, I don't know, I was thinking about what I had time for, and I figured. So we've changed our build up substantially. We are now a damage-centric build. Which should hopefully allow us to style on enemy gamers. Bench Bandit, he's bandit and going through the badges. That jerk, max HP is 12, attack is 5, and defense is 0. He has high attack power and HP. Sometimes steals a badge when he tackles you, so use your guard carefully. When he gets one, keep your cool. If he runs away from battle, you can always find him and re-engage him. Here, so they're not too big of a deal. Honestly, the thing that is going to worry me the most is the fact that we have to do a lot of tattles, because there's a lot of enemies here. And all the tattling is going to interfere with our ability to one-round certain enemies. And this is the best way we can do some AoE damage before the fight starts, and then of course we get this layout, so no we can't. Yeah, up until for this one, whatever floor this is. Up until 450, you don't really have to try that hard. But starting here, I mean, the jump from, I guess it's Chapter 6 enemies to Chapter 7 enemies, but like Poison Pokies, I don't know, they just don't have that much HP. They're not that much more threatening. These things got good defense, but not enough for this to kill this damage. We've also equipped Jumpman on Mario, which hinders his ability. Like, he can't pierce defense or flip certain enemies, but I mean, honestly, him just jumping them will probably work out. Oh, okay, let's not do that. This is probably gonna hurt a lot. Yep, that it did, that it did. I don't remember if chain jumps are impervious to fire, we're gonna find out. There indeed. I think they fall to a normal show. Okay, you will start earning a lot more EXP as you go down. Which can be pretty useful. Windclef will be easier with, I think. Wait, we don't need it. This is full health, Bobbery is not. I want to keep everyone topped off, so we're going to switch to Bobbery so we can do these. And we'll switch out of Bobbery to... Also, I have very unwisely forgotten to pull out all my really good healing items out of storage, so, I'm gonna be real, we don't have any fallback plan other than our skills. I also forgot to go upgrade Miss Mouse because I got the final shine sprite. It was just behind a tree on the way too far outpost. Yeah, we could upgrade Miss Mouse, but I forgot. So that's just gonna be I mean, her final skill is just trading FP to HP, which could be useful in a pinch, but... Okay. That's something that we really want to rely on. I want to try and keep our Star Spirit high because we're just gonna have to keep refilling our FP as we go. Shit is. I should take the Sleepy Sheep, but I didn't. Again, I'm not. Beggars can't be choosers because I've got nothing in the tank right now. I've gotten items that I picked up from other enemies here. Alright, and I should probably maximize that star power. We might change tack as we go along. It really depends. For now, this works. No! That's whatever. We just have to waste some FP to fix that issue. Yeah, there are some unique enemies here. There is an enemy that we probably just won't tattle at all because of the nature of it. Let's see. Oof! Inhuman reaction. Check something here. I don't know if Stampede does enough damage to do any damage to the Chain Chomp. If it can, good. If it can, less than that. Okay, it does more. So it'll do normal damage, what an upgraded Yoshi Kid would do. That's solid. And that's the main thing about, like, his whole thing is that Yoshi Kid is supposed to be vulnerable to enemies having points of defense, but upgrade his attack high enough, and he doesn't care. Alright, so our floor 60 reward is the double dip. Okay, cool, whatever. It's not gonna be useful at all. Also, there's another one. Oh. Weirdo Mario, but let's get that. Can't take this guy out. Granted, his allies are probably flying, so. So they take that on the chin, no problem. Dark Latitude, it rides a ring cloud, max HP is 3, attacks 5, and 0 attacks by throwing pipes at you. Holding up a pipe when you jump on it, you'll get hurt, and sometimes the pipes it throws turn into sky blue spinies. Whoa. You only attack the spinies, so never win. So, two things about these guys. One, they don't throw pipes at you. That is apparently a mistranslation from hypo or something. And two, ouch. And two, sky blue isn't how I would describe that shade of blue. Sky blue spiny appeared from a pipe thrown by the Dark Latitude. Max HP is 6, attack 6. If it's 4, it'll charge you. You can beat it in any place that may have a special attack. So we don't really have tremendous option in this situation. So we're going to show off our new star power, because they're 7 HPs. Just enough to justify this. This is Supernova. Even with Mario's attack increase, this is actually, like, really good damage. The only thing is you have to tap the shit out of the A button. so I don't really like doing it too much, because unlike Bob-ombs, it kind of makes you work for it a little bit. Like that, it kind of hurts. I don't like doing that. Gotta wonder what muscles you fucking mashing a button. Like, because what I do is I put my index finger over the A button and I just like vibrate, like rapidly. I wonder what that works out, if anything. Okay, this. Yeah, this is the thing that's gonna suck throughout the dungeon, is having to tattle things, because it just wastes a turn. Try bones, form a Koopa, history animates the bones. So freaky. Max HP is 8, attack is 5, and defense is 2. Once HP goes down to 0, collapse on a pile, will eventually rise again. An explosion will be permanent. Sometimes it will wield a friend. If you don't take them all out together, they just keep coming out. Yep. So... we don't have a clean one shot on this without an ally. An ally being able to attack, rather. But we did nail it. Just do a heal. I am actually nervous about this because the pit is the only area in the game where you can get blindsided and whooped. It's the only place that I would consider hard. Everything else is kind of a cakewalk so long as you're like leveled properly and you use badges that have like a purpose. I can't charge up fast enough. Another enemy in the genre of we could one-shot it, but unfortunately we have to waste time here. Dark Wizard, it's a part machine, part organic Sentry Soul thing. Max HP is 10, attack is 5, and defense is 2. Use magic to attack and to alter your conditions to stay on guard. If there's only one left, they'll multiply. I know they look totally goofy, but they're actually pretty tough anyways. Yep, we're going to try and do this about some time. Yeah, we can't one-shot them, so this might be our best. That was actually a pretty cool swap it pulled there. I will check. Are these guys grounded? Yes. Good to know. Doing this to get our loss back. Oh, wait, we're about to level up. Why am I doing this? That was stupid. Okay, that's just enough. Wow. Yeah, enemies that give actual experience points. Look at that. I think BP's at a good level. I'm gonna increase HP just to give us a little bit more of a buffer. And I think I'm gonna go FP next level and then BP. Yeah, this is the scariest part of the game in terms of like actual threat level. Okay, so we'll see what I can do. This is what I get for holding down while trying to do it. Oh well. I also probably should have renewed the curse before I came down here, because honestly it's been so long it might run out while we're doing this. I went ahead... Oh, I forgot to mention this. I went ahead and did some of the bookkeeping type stuff that I needed to do. Namely, getting... getting some star pieces I missed that I could remember. Wait, you can do that? Weird. Anyways, getting some star pieces I missed, getting a lot of the badges, which mostly just boil down to getting a badge that was hidden in front of a tree in the first area of Far Outpost. Just a hidden block in front of the tree, like closest to the exit. So I did that. I got refund and money from the refund and money from the badge shop. Sorry, from the parlor, and then got the SP drain badge from the shop. So, yeah, just clean up the badge. There are badges that we can't get until the final dungeon, so we won't be able to properly get all the badges until then, but we'll at least have most of them. And some of them are hidden in here. Goes to the blanket too. Barely. Okay. You can see why this place is tough. I mean, we're having to, like, even with a very offensive setup, we're spending 8 FP just to one-round things. Like, that's pretty hard to keep up as you continue to go down in the dungeon. Well, the pit. Okay, fire and explosions might be these guys' weakness, but that doesn't matter if you take them all out at once. So, don't feel the need to use Fiery Jinx or the Bombast when you can do this. Because that's technically 1 FP cheaper than using Fiery Jinx. You know, save yourself some change. We have the Flower Finder badge on because, again, the most important thing is that we're able to afford our offense. Because that's what most of the fights come down to. Being able to keep up the pressure as we continue the dungeon. Yeah, life is gonna be... Sometimes they just don't aggro. I don't know. Anyways, it's gonna be pretty tough here for a minute. Okay. Same result if I used her or Yoshi, and I have to do it that way. We might as well buy something. We'll buy some stuff from him just in case. Oof! That markup. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a super shroom just in case. Double dip P. That is a badge that is either gotten here or you can get it from the Far Outpost. Secret tree. So we're pretty close. We just have, I think, all the badges that are left Artist found here. I will mention, this badge is normally found in the final dungeon. We got lucky by finding it in that one enemy encounter, and it's actually paying off dividends. Like, having that early, it's going crazy for us. Hang on. I want to try and join bets against these guys, because they're actually pretty tough. Oh, this is one fuck look encounter, and I messed up. Yeah, I might just use Supernova on them. Wizard. It's a partnership partner with a centuries-old thing. Access tree is 10. Attack is. The defense is 30. Magic attack, heal, and alter your conditions. Stay on guard. Defense is only 5. We can take this thing. Yeah, I don't have enough sauce in me to take them out in just a multi-bounce. So we gotta do this. Fire drive wouldn't have worked either. Obviously they're floating, so Earth Tremor doesn't work on them. You just gotta... Yeah, I gotta do what you gotta do. In this case, that's Supernova. Because it's pretty good. Yeah. So now let's try and get some of that back. $72. Got him. Let's see what this lineup is. Alright, yeah, this is super easy. They can't attack on their back, so... You have Quake Hammer or this. They just kinda... We've got plenty of right now. First, we're gonna keep attacking and build up that star power. So we can use. So we have access to all our options for whatever comes. The difference between what we got for a stylish mode and non-stylish mode is very apparent there. Also get more FP back from fights. Alright, this guy. So, we didn't encounter him the first time in the dungeon, which is crazy, but he can let you skip either 1, 5... Wait, how many is it? Is it 4 or 5? Oh, wait, it's 2, 5, or he can take you back to the entrance if you're in trouble. That's a mover. Yeah, they sometimes grant a on the trials for... You gotta keep on fighting and descending. This endless repetition or starting to totally wear me out, you know? Because we gotta soldier on. Yeah, she actually does have tattles that update between different floors, though I'm not certain about which ones. Anyways, Mover is good at just making this go faster, though, you know, if you skip too many floors, you miss out on experience, and you can potentially skip a unique enemy. I think we're gonna encounter, like, actually, I know we can encounter Swoopulous later, so I'm just gonna, No! Ah, I cocked it up. Let me see. Wait, they have more defense than the Dark ones. Yes. I'll know that if I hadn't immediately screwed up that action command, I would probably taken it out that way. Ow. Yeah, that damage is no joke. Fortunately, we are very, very near a level up. So we should just be able to beat whatever comes our way. I think Supernova plus, like, a Bob-ombs takes out, like, everything. Let's take that on from a safe distance. Another enemy I know we're going to encounter later, so we don't have to worry about. Okay, I found the exception to my whole statement about... Yeah, let's just do this to make sure that we take out the chain channel. Kinda needless, but I'll allow it. Yeah. When I was a kid, I had to grind up to a stupid amount of HP to beat this because I didn't understand the strength of power plus badges. I was just like, yeah, but they're so expensive, so I don't want to use them. Because we need more. I think 40 FP, BP, and HP will be what we're gonna look at. Again, HP is just to hedge our bets, so to speak. It's just to make fights a little safer. Ah. I'm getting some AoE damage. Stuff like this is precisely why. Also only takes 6. Yeah, we're back to getting a normal amount of experience per enemy encounter. That's crazy. And that fight nearly paid for itself. Good. Control. Second, first, same as first. Multi-bounce. Keep that guy from attacking us. And to play super cautiously, we're going to Sweet Treat just to try and get some FP back. Oh, well. With that much FP and guy almost dead, the fight should pay for itself. Again, I don't want to be so cautious this takes longer than it needs to, but I do want to be cautious enough that I don't fail and die. Idiot. Alright. These guys. I'm gonna unequip timing tutor for a brief moment so I can equip ice power. Might be helpful against all of these dudes who are on fire. Another enemy we fight later, so battling them isn't top priority or anything. You know, I never really appreciated Coops that much, but I'm really coming around on him. I think as a casual player, I really overestimated Vivian because without like damage plus badges, Fiery Jinx seems like such a good idea because of the damage piercing. But there's just like there's oddly high number of enemies that are just immune to fire for one, but for two, The damage piercing isn't that valuable. Let's get her out here though, because it needs to see. Yeah, it's so close to being really good, but good enough. I think Yoshi would have done the same thing there, but again, both of them spend 6, so the output is fine by me either way. Alright, now we're in the really scary floors. Bump attack. Yeah, that allows you to defeat enemies that wouldn't give you experience just by kind of walking into them. So just because I'm going to save state button. Because, you know, you can never be too careful, and even though it's a little cheesy, it's a little cheating, I don't want to waste everyone's fucking time by losing. Anyways, let's see. Been wanting to try this again pretty far, looks like. Here's getting super dank. Who knows how deep it goes? Let's keep going as long as we can. Now we're going to start seeing a lot more enemies who are exclusive to this place. Speaking of exclusive enemies, we're going to have to abandon the path of the Jumpman for a little bit. Because these enemies are best fought. Honestly, Jumpman in general, probably not the most valuable thing. Okay. Oh, that counts as a first strike? Damn. What? Ouch! Okay, these guys fucking hurt. Dark Bristles. Dark Bristle, Ancient Creature made of rock, max HP is 8, attack is 8, and defense is 4. You can't jump on it because of its spikes, and you can't approach to its sphere, and its defense is high. You better take it out with special attacks or items. Okay, flipping them over does certain times. And here's a warning. I think this one's important. Just because they're flipped over, do not think them hopeless. They can still crank the shit out of you by jutting their spears out if you try to hammer them in this state. Oh my word. That was so bad. I'm trying to heal Mario and get some OP. Well, he did accomplish healing Mario, did exactly. Our Coops goes. Being a Chad as ever. But yeah. Coops is probably the best candidate to deal with those. Okay. Jumpman Gun will be doing 1 less damage on our multi-bounces, but I know how we're gonna enter battle with this guy. I gotta time it better. Pretty funny, no? Alright. This is gonna be another supernova moment because I can't really foresee a clean way of dealing with this. Tarantula, spiral-like creature lives deep underground, max HP is 16. Oh, that's frustrating. Attack 7, defense is 0. Yeah, it's pretty tough. It spits white wads at you, sometimes several in a row. Color freaks me out. I'm kind of scared of spiders, so let's do this quickly. Yep, just enough HP to not be taken out by a showstopper. How fortunate for us. As a kid, I couldn't even get it to excellent ever. As an adult, getting it to excellent just kind of sucks. There we go. And let's do the peel, just in case. Villa is a little low. We should try and make sure that she's the party member who's out when we, we should try to make sure Gumella's the party member who's out when we level up, because, yeah, she's taking Isn't getting into the enemy that I fear above all else. Oh, these. Okay. You might think, oh, but you've been fighting piranha plants all game. What's the big deal? They are a very big deal. Piranha plant, Patrick, is the strongest type of them all. Max HP is 15, attack is 9, and defense is 0. Its attack bar is terribly high. They're like a normal piranha plant, but don't be fooled, it's super tough. If we get beaten by a flower, you'll never hear the end of it, know what I mean? Okay, so we don't have an amazing out to this. So let's just... Hey, and tattling is the thing that'll be the death of you in here, because we can take these guys out no problem with a little combined effort from Oops and Mario, but without that, close. Also, because we won't, we're gonna go ahead and heal just in case we need some more sauce for anything. Maybe an art attack or something. Yeah, enemies in here make me nervous. Also, even if we guarded, like, even if we flipped the bristle and guarded with Gubella, she still would have went down because of the B up, D down thing. Okay, this one might not be so bad. Probably just gonna be a bunch of these guys, right? Getting Gubella out actually won't be hard. Because all we gotta do, get out Coops, Tail Slam. That was close. Get out Coops, pull out Gubella, and then... Not much damage, but enough damage. I think a nice little HP bolster. I'm gonna do FP, sorry, I'm gonna do BP or HP next time too. Kind of depends. It's definitely more HP than you really need on Mario, but hey. Yeah, that's kind of tempting. Nice. Alright. This is annoying. I guess we're just gonna take out all but one. Or we count wrong and then spare it. Alright, yeah. Ouch. Maybe Yoshi could have done better? I'm not certain. I forget if the Tarantulas have defense. Let me check that actually. Do Tarantulas? Saw it. What the fuck is this thing? Okay, it's listed right above Fighter. Tarantula, defense 0. 16 HP though, still a lot. I don't know how we would figure that out. Oops on this one. I really underrated Koops. I'm gonna say it. Kinda goated. Ooh, speaking of Koops being goated. Not enough for us to finish them off, though, with our normal options. Is it worth... Yeah, they're not hard to super guard, so... more damage, we can do it. But we can one round them. But that's just not the case. Oh, Yoshi can't gulp bristles either in the process of him walking up to do it. He'll get jabbed. So it really is just Koops. Bobbery also gets hit. Which we're still gonna enter this fight the same way. I shouldn't use power shell, I should use whatever, we just, I'm gonna go for the guaranteed knockout with the Quick Hammer. I was trying to think, like, how much would a spring jump on the Tarantula even do, but I'm not certain. Oh! Let's find out how much a spring jump on the Tarantula does, because I don't know how much spring jump increases the damage by. Enough! Apparently just enough. Alright, so we can one-shot Tarantulas with that. It's one of the action commands I'm the most shaky on. Watching his shadow to know like where he is helps, but the timing is still not my favorite thing in the world to do. More plant. You know what, that's better than during it stupid. Okay. Oh, actually, this might have been a Yoshi one, actually. 7 HP means that, yeah, we should level up off this though, so probably won't even matter. Supernova moment. Also, each one of these increases the damage by 3. It is just damage by the line, I think. Oh, that one did like 4 though. Yep. Another level up, which means it is a nice even number. I'm gonna get a stick. Again, that's more than we should need, but I'm just scared. Say it, I'm frightened. Alright, floor 90, right? Yep, so we're getting there. Lucky day, when Mario's attack causes enemies to miss more often. We'll discuss that later. Intermediate floor We have to fight our way back down to this level. Yep. Alright, so next, I think there's gonna be some more pit exclusive enemies. Oh, look at that, a pit exclusive enemy. Oh, that's a lot of defense. Oh, that's a lot of guys. How much HP they got? That's gonna determine a lot of what we're doing here. Elite Wizard, top half. This is the top of the heap for half machine organism. This makes 12, 8, 5. You can probably guess this, but it uses various magic moves in battle. It's known to create illusions. It has no real weaknesses. So just use whatever you got to beat it. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking defense. Mario and Koops could probably beat it with a Shell Slam and an Earth Tremor. But... oh, fuck, this is close. Puff just dropped. Alright, what's this one? Let's look up his stats. Poison Pump basically suppress poisonous air. Max HP is 8, attack. Max HP is 15, attack is 8, and defense is 0. Its poison gas attack is 10. These things charge you, but they also save up toxins. Poison you with them, scum. Plus you can't touch them when they're saving up toxins, so you'll get hurt playing. Alright. So, as always, when we can't beat them, we just kinda hope that we can spare ourselves from getting attacked by them a bunch. And it worked. We're gonna see how much damage Yoshi does. This is actually really, like, also a general tip for the code. If you can, get Yoshi into peril, because Yoshi with Mega Rush is a disgusting organism. Just getting the SP back in case we need it. Alright. I wonder if a power lift and Yoshi would work fine. But if power lift and Yoshi Stampede would work, then we might as well just use Earth Tremor. No sir, we must keep forging on our own. Okay, this enemy, kind of a funny one. Go against, let me see. Yeah, Fire Drive's probably not gonna be useful for anything. I'm also, I don't think we're gonna need any more Quake Hammers, so I'm gonna go back to Jumpman. But this enemy's kind of amusing, and Jumpman helps her. What we can do to single target these out. I don't want to spare the other guy. Poison Foe. Swampire. The Swampire is a field health sucker that hides in the darkness. Max HP is 20, attack is 6, and defense is 0. It sucks health from its prey to add its own HP. And that totally grosses me out like you wouldn't believe. If you let it feast on you, its HP will get really high. Focus your attacks on it. Yeah, so, fun fact. I'm pretty sure they can't target anyone but Mario. So every time you see these guys, consider it your personal moment. Actually, they might be able to attack. But consider this your personal opportunity to act at no risk to yourself. Oh my lord. Because, again, they only pose a threat to your partner, potentially. But again, I think they only pose a But they only have a health sucking attack, so they can never take out Mario. So we gotta get a free little deal on Vivian. Because I know she was really injured from all the fighting. More Elite Wizard. Alright. Could steal that from him. I'm actually really wanting to steal that from him. I just don't know how I can take him out. It's like, there's a good chance Spring. There's a good chance Spring Jump doesn't do it. How much defense I have. We'll see. This mouse can't finish it up though, so. Ouch. Okay, so it only has the suck attack, but it can damage players. That. And then we're just gonna do this. Because scary. I want to take the 9 damage from it using lightning on both of us, or like however much damage that would even do. Yep, I would have just used Koops and then Mario to efficiently finish that guy, but whatever. You know you heal almost just as much by attacking, right? So close. Still dreading the enemy I've yet to see. How close are we? 95, just 5 more floors left. Just start puffs, which means... Actually, Vivian's still lower. I mean, it's 2 HP difference. I don't plan on using either of them for the guy at the bottom of this place, so... there's another enemy that I'm surprised we haven't seen yet. Cool number. Going to go ahead and do it. Soft stomp. Maybe shrink stomp, I guess. Charge could be our chance. Probably don't need ice power. I might not even need spike shield anymore, but I don't remember the exact enemy configuration. This was the enemy that I was thinking. Let's see. Let us get Goombella in here. Just bonk him. Here's my thought. I don't think Hoops takes out all of them. Or he totally does, because he's just like that. Well, hopefully there's more Bob-ombs in the future, because these are an enemy you could only encounter here. So, would be real unfortunate if that was the only Bob-omb floor somehow. Come on, Bob-omb. Alright. I'm not liking how this looks. That's what I figured. Well, any of them that go for Mario. Great. Yeah, bwam, bwam. Got it. I did too early that time. Okay, yeah, she's looking for it. Oh, I'm so pissed about the Bob-omb thing. I did not know that they didn't have... It's so little HP. Why do they not have more? I'll be seriously fucked up if we missed the Bob-omb tattle, like forever. Why is there only one? What? Because we'd have to do all of this bullshit again for the Bob-omb. Oh, goody. Is this some bad luck? Because there were some other enemies that I could have sworn you had to see. Whatever. Okay, so he can't hurt those. I'm gonna operate under the assumption that he'll use his cloning attack, for sure. Okay, so no level up, so our resources aren't amazing. Huh, that Bob-omb thing is gonna piss me off. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. There's a... Okay, so the enemies that we didn't see... We did see the Bob-omb though. I was pretty sure that there was a floor. Maybe it was replaced by that stupid fucking mover. But the Amazy Daisy is an enemy that is easily encountered here. It's rarely encountered in Twilight Trail, so we might have to go fucking find it. Pretty cool. So, okay, I know what that is. Sad we didn't get to see Bobble. We know what that is. Chomp. We saw that. Yeah, so Amazy Daisy and Bobble. We can find Amazy Daisy elsewhere, but there's nowhere else to find a Bobble, so we're gonna have to go through this shit again for that. Oh, joyous day. Alright. Now we're going to shift up our strategy for this next one. I have an idea for how I want this fight to go. We're not going to be using quick change, I don't think. I mean, if I can afford to do what I want, I will say. We need feeling fine for assurance, and then we're going to be a little silly. Okay, yeah, so quick change is probably going to be one of us to go. That's fine. Again, we're not planning on switching it. I've got a dumbass strategy for this fight that I would like to employ. If it works, I'm a visionary. If it doesn't work, oh well, I'm pretty sure I can pivot without too much issue. Actually, I can probably get away with these, but... you lucky day. Feeling fine takes 4. We got our pretty lucky, so jump energy net. Yeah, so we've got very little. The only thing we can do is get rid of soft stomp, which actually comes to wait, but no, it helps Mario out. I forget how much defense this boss has. We can inflict soft, it's worth it. And then I don't know what the last point we could spend would be. I guess as a backup option, if soft stop doesn't work on it, we can use charge. No, using charge isn't even like a good idea. As a backup, we use power jump, I suppose, but I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know. We don't really have a. Oh, to be 1 FP short of anything particularly useful. I guess super appeal? Sure. Alright, let's lead with Goombella, as is the plan. But... a lot more blue than I remember it. So we heard about this in a little bit of a lore blurb. If you don't recall, this is Bonetail. Wow, what a freak. So what we're gonna do is very dumb. It's Bonetail. He's the oldest brother of Hooktail. So, well, so old he's just bones, in fact. Wow, no, that's old. His body's HP is 20, I'm sorry, it's 200, his attack is 8, and his defense is 2. Various breaths that might confuse him spread sleep. When his HP gets low, he'll recover, or reanimate as the case may be. He's probably stronger than the last boss, seriously. Let's do this, right? Okay, let's see if Soft Stomp works. It didn't work this time, but it did. Alright, so our strategy, in short, I don't think we can soften him. That's fine. We are going to War of Attrition him. because I definitely did that right, but whatever. Let's use sweet because we're low on FP. And Flurry could use a little bit. Pick me up after everything. Yeah, pretty solid. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna... Okay. Okay, it's slower than you think. That's the thing that's getting me. Alright, whatever. Ouch. So our plan is mostly just to have... Sure, even better. Our plan primarily is to have Mario avoid damage. Close my eyes just so I can feel it. Nope. While Flurry can absorb a very... Ouch. A very goofy goober strategy. And when Mario does get hit, we can just use Sweet Feast, or if it's really bad, we can use the Ultra Shroom. Because the only, like, the good thing about Bonetail is that he is tanky. He does do a lot of damage, but it's all very, like, okay. He doesn't do anything else. Stomp is hit every time, but other stuff. We could use another chop off on the old FP and HP. So might as well. Yeah, honestly, this boss fight is the thing that I fear the least. But is the part of the pit that I think isn't as bad. All the enemies with their incredible damage output are scary because they have a lot of attacks between them, you know. But Bonetail, again, can only attack one time per turn. And if you have the Feeling Fine badges equipped, you mitigate the worst part of it. Okay, if you guys could stop trying to do that, that'd be pretty cool. Also, the only reason it's gonna be Flurry is because she can heal herself. And she can't avoid the attacks, so... In general, Bobbery would probably be the better one, because I think he does the most damage on normal attack. Ouch. Wait, give me the funny. Oh, huh. I didn't know Feeling Fine didn't work on that. Well, ooh, oh, I thought he was gonna heal again. There he goes. Good for her. I believe there's a limited number of times he can heal, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Who with a rock? Ouch. I keep thinking he's like reeling back to stomp when he does that. Alright, because we're a little low, we might as well do Sweet Feast again. Yeah. With 2 power pluses, Bob-ombs can't even hurt her, really. Like, he can do 1 damage if I don't guard. Oh no, Flare's a little low, better give him the business. I know we're damage heads out here and we prefer to just take out the enemy, but like... Come on. Would you deny me the effectiveness of what you just witnessed that beat the super boss? Oh wow, you'd think this would be good. You would think this would be good. Unfortunately. 2. Yeah, if you're wondering why he gives 2, they made a mistake with Bonetail and the final boss. They both only give 1 XP. They were supposed to give you a level, just 100 star points, no matter what level you were. Wow, that's a big chest. The only thing that come out of big chests is like hammer and badge upgrades. So surely, return postage, make direct attackers take 1/2 the damage they do. Alright, return postage. Let's talk about this badge. It's shit. It costs way too much to equip. The method of obtaining it is really awkward. It has jank-ass synergy with other strategies. Lowest pit. Zombified dragon named Bonetail used to protect this room. Mario, I bet you're the first person to make this far. It's all I knew you'd do it. Now let's get out of this creepy place and back to the world above. Yeah, but we gotta go back in it for a bulk. But yeah, the return postage badge, it has anti-synergy with increasing your defense because the less damage you take, the less damage return postage does. It only works on direct attackers, which there are shockingly little, and bosses are basically don't give a shit about it. So the enemies that you would want to use it on, its purpose is completely mitigated by super guards in a way that like even its purpose is mitigated by super guards, same as other defensive badges. You could maybe argue that like it's still a decent effect, like the same way that a defend plus means that, oh yeah, sometimes when you fuck up your dodge, at least you take less damage. You could argue that for you could argue that return postage means that, oh yeah, sometimes when you don't do the damage you intended to do, at least you do something, but unfortunately not. In the remake, this is where you would unlock the Wacka fight, or I'm not exactly certain this, but as Wacka lay dead on the floor, as Bonetail lay dead on the floor, if we beat Wacka until he ran out of bumps, we could then get an email from him asking to play with him at the bottom of the pit, go through the pit again, and you can fight Wacka, who is a gimmick fight, but at least he will probably beat your ass the first time. So, you know, he's got that going for him as a boss. Alright, hook me up. Why don't you fill me up, Buttercup? Okay, just in case our curse was gonna run out, I think this should last us the rest of the game now. Where are the other thoughts I had? So now, I'm gonna have to go through the pit on my own. What the? Propeller! I'm gonna have to go through the pit on my own at some point to get the Bob-ombs, because I want that tattle. Probably happen tomorrow, and I'm not sure. I consider it a chore, but for now, I believe, didn't we take on the trouble to get a honey candy? We did. Yep. So, with that all wrapped, with the pit wrapped up, we're going to go about doing Trouble Center stuff. So, after we do the Trouble Center stuff, we're going to do a big check on everyone in Rogueport, where they are with their personal stories and whatnot. I don't need it. And then we will move to the end of the game, the Palace of Shadows, as it's been called in both catalogs and I think Brodus name dropped it, or Tech did. Anyways, we know that's what the dungeon's called. The Palace of Shadows will be probably just one stream, then end of the game, then credits, thoughts, and then we can move on to the post-game to get all of that. Cake mix. Another one, might as well. Yep, so now, the only badges we're missing, I believe, are the ones that are in the final dungeon. Let's see. Oh, sorry, the one that's in the final dungeon. Again, this one would have been there too, but... Yep, an infamously strong badge. Why isn't that dungeon? One that would have probably been pretty useful. Oh wait, sorry. The next thing we gotta do after side questing is also go on the fucking Great Star Piece Caper. Will probably take a while. Oh yeah, also we have to buy all the Super Luigi books, which is probably gonna put a dent in the old funds! Which might, honestly, that during my quest for the Bob-ombs, I might make enough money. Also, I should probably just start buying the books as I go. That would probably be a good idea. Yep, honey candy, which is pretty good. No, not the honey candy, sorry. No. The cake mix. Ultra Shroom, because I think that's generally a better deal. Again, unless someone is really, really limping, we don't ever need a 40 HP deal. So I think this crepe is probably the solid. Inky sauce for resources and like great decent for HP. Is there any other recipe that just feels like a good but not 50 amount of HP, like a 40? Possess Deluxe, but that has weird recipes that are kind of awkward to get to. It's looking like no. Looking like there aren't a lot of really ancient HP. things. Yeah, if it was up to me, I'd say like the zest cookie is probably the thing that I would just make a lot of if I had to give you an advice, because that's just pretty efficient. 15/15 ingredients are really easy to source because you can get gradual syrups from Deep Down Depot. If you can get cake mixes from the Pianta Parlor. If you really want to grind it out, you can get both from the Pianta Parlor. But yeah, so now that we got that honey candy, let's go take it to our bomb friend who needs our help. And before I forget, I did look at the list of star pieces just because, you know, I had my moment where I was like really struggling to find a star piece. It's right there. You can't see it, but that's what it is. It was driving me nuts because I was like, where could an item possibly be? Dude, that was the one that was setting off the alarm. But yeah, with that done, just gotta go through here. As far as badge stuff, I guess we can take out the field and finds. Quick change would leave us with 2. I need soft stomp anymore. So don't really feel like using jump, man. But all I really want to do, because I can knock out these enemies no problem. Where is bump attack? It takes 5 to wear. Oh, I should probably put a quick change too. Yeah, bump attack takes 5 to wear, which is a little absurd for what it is. I honestly think it should be a free equip or a 1 equip, but yeah. It just lets us run through enemies who wouldn't give us experience. It's really good for backtracking. It is found in a place where I can't imagine that you would go there just for something like this. Again, it is only good for backtracking in a few specific areas. Cannon will not be fired until day we are waiting for it comes. Peace of mind is all thanks to you. Real men wear short sleeves, but I'll teach the sleeves in the lip guard, the lamb. Get them right to surface of moon. Good? Ah, very good. Listen, just finish. I don't like the exploding. It's all sooty and dirty, huh? Too stylish for this. So all melted from heat of cannon going off. It came back quickly, but for some time it was like spring day. We've been waiting to shoot that thing for a very long time, Kabang, but after we blew up, we were all hazy and confused, like frogs in fog. I've never heard that turn of phrase before. Yeah, that's terrible. Think about that. Here's your honey candy. Finally speak. I've been exploding so much I completely lost my voice. Yeah, that's my token of appreciation. 20 coins! So, was it even worth what we've spent? No. And it's a 15 coin profit if you have been using the Piantas, like if you've only been getting the Piantas by playing, and you've been using them for other stuff. That was a 15 coin profit. Otherwise, that wasn't much of anything. Again, because we went 2 cells deep, all the enemies respawn. Very, very thankful that that's how it works. Yeah, bump attack, we don't even have to bother maneuvering through them. This stretch of land is probably the most useful it gets, because again, a lot of the other areas you go, unless you're on like a star piece hunt and you're going to areas where enemies are located, most of the time you're just going to towns for supplies and side quests, and you don't have to go through dungeons or areas with enemies. It would just be take the blue pipe, go out of it, get what you want immediately, call it a day. I'm still pissed about that whole thing. I will try and remember to read it in the Amazing Daisy sound log on stream, though. Honestly, if we have enough time, I might just... Because farming for an Amazing Daisy isn't nearly as hard. as getting a bobble to show up because you only get them in the fucking pit. And only in really deep levels pit. Okay, I need you to deliver something with General White. Gateway at Poshley Heights. Yeah, let's go meet this guy at Poshley Heights to deliver a thing to General White. I mentioned this before, so I already I already spoiled the surprise. This is some bullshit. But it is the audacity of them for this. I would like to mention that, like, because this game kind of lacks a 100% completion bonus, what 100% means to you is completely up to however you feel. In my personal opinion, I think filling these out and getting all the star pieces, like, that's all collectibles. And, you know, there's a menu that tracks progress in those, so I think that's pretty good. But otherwise, I don't really, like, it's very subjective. What I'm getting at is the Trouble Center might not even count to you, depending on how you feel, because a lot of the rewards is just money. You can go to the moon and look for some investment opportunities, but enough of that. I need you to take this to General White. I think he's back in Far Outpost. Yep, so let's roll back to Far Outpost. The other thing I'll have to do, which will probably happen when I go back to the pit, yeah, we're level 28. You need to be level 30 to be a superstar. If you don't do the pit, you are likely to beat the game without becoming one. But if you're running to do that, you will. Again, it just lets us show off the big fancy stage, though honestly sometimes I miss the quaint stage of the first one. And the red curtains. Etc. But yeah. As for what strategy I'll be going to the final chapter with, I mean, I think I've showed off, like, the more goofy stuff I want to do. I think I'm just gonna keep the luck build going, because I think that's funny. And it only really got one fight of Showcase. Honestly, because where I'm at with FP and HP right now is, like, good, like, no need for any more. We will probably end up just, like, all levels I get in my rerun through the pit are going to go straight to... Part of me is thinking that I might just stream the refight through the pit, though, just because then you'd miss the transformation to Superstar, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, I did the, like, the first 50 floors because we'd already seen them before. I gotta talk to somebody about General White. Hey, General White was literally just here. You're just gonna give me the bad news. Snow up on Moon? Where's snow come from anyway? Think about it. Okay. Know where General White is? Nice explosion. I want to go to 2. Base itself. Okay, there we go. General White, he left. Said he was going to see Cola Bartender and Roadport. Yep, they want to give you the runaround again. And like, what can the reward even be at this point? Again, another... This is something I feel pretty bad about the Trouble Center in general. The only ones that are, like, worth doing are the ones that give you the stupid game ticket, like the member cards. There's something wisely obfuscated in, not even obfuscated, but in Paper Mario, even though a lot of the side quests, because they primarily came from Koopa Koop, but there were some other ones, even though a lot of the side quests didn't give you rewards that were that phenomenal, it was mostly one coin. It was something you had to do on the path to get the upgrades that you did care about. You couldn't just choose which Koopa Koop request to fill out and then do that one. You had to do each little errand one at a time to get your 3-star pieces and to get your membership card. General White, yeah, I spoke to him, we're buddies. I've known him since he was a little snapper that exploded over any little thing. Then again, I was the kind of guy that would bonk people for smiling funny. Still, he turned out to be a fine bomb, but never cured that wanderlust. Pretty sure he was off to Blitzville. We go pretty far with the guy, since you shop there, too. Still the second richest. Heart's burning for my lost love. I've been to Pasha Heads only once in my life. When I was there, I gave a gift to a gorgeous madame who lingered outdoors. I wonder if she still treasures the gift, the silver ring that I gave her. Well, she had a gold ring. It's a shadow falling across the town, mate. Now it's time for me to release all my pent-up explosions, I'm thinking. Yeah, so... Mr. Man there also tried to give a thing to Toodles, our waifu. Back off. I was about to go to not Blitzville. Let's see. I'm still pleased the fight with Bonetail went as well as it did. Again, the thing about, like I said, the biggest issue with Bonetail is it's just zero gimmicks outside of status afflicting breath attacks. So if you have feeling fine, you're good to go. The worst thing that can happen to you is that you fail to guard, you get put to sleep, then you have to eat multiple attacks in a row. But with feeling fine on, and with the exception of the freeze breath, you can just take punishment. Depending on where you went, I might also like get the Luigi book, which we will read eventually. We're gonna read them all at once. General White, he pounded 3 white chocolate coconut mochas and bolted. He drops in every once in a while. Hey, you know that lady in the black dress? I think General White is the thing for her. But that's just my gut talking. Kind of cute after all. Guys coming from in more for her than the juice, I think. And just between you and me, one of her admirers is Rock Hawk. Oh, now that I think of it, General White said he was going to Far Outpost soon. First, he had to meet Gold Bob, or not meet him. He was going to Far Outpost soon. First, he had to meet Gold Bob or not. Okay, so let's go check Gold Bob. Welcome back, Gonzalez. Everyone's on Twitter. Yeah, that Toad who is obviously Jolene. Rockhawk might be too stupid to know, but he might know, given that he has a picture of Jolene, just Jolene, in his little training facility. I'd like to think that somehow he's in on it. And maybe the reason she even, like, mentions that she doesn't date fighters is because of Rockhawk. Wouldn't that be a lark? Anyways, as it goes for, like, characters where they're like, look at how hot this Toad is. I mean, same thing with Toodles. It's like, they're solely selling you on the energy. They are seductive and attractive because the game told you to. Though, one thing I will note, because I'm a weirdo, is they gave Toodles an hourglass figure, but they told Jolene in the dress to go fuck herself on that front. Just like, you don't get curbs. You gotta be built like a brick. But regardless of that weird train of thought. Back to the thing. Alright, Mr. Bob, did you see White? I was here a moment ago, but yeah, the thing I wanted to give him. What a rotten bit of luck. He said he was headed back to Far Outpost. Well, fine Bob-omb, but he does tend to wander. Once he's asleep, it's near impossible to wake him, don't you know? Tell him to stay out and awake, so get over to Far Outpost. Sorry about that. Yeah, luckily, I mean, honestly, I thought they kind of made you go on the exact same backtrack grind, but instead they just make you go to fewer places, which I guess if they wanted to continue the bit, this is the nicest way they could have done it. Bump attack is really useful. I don't even know if enemies in the final dungeon are going to give us that much EXP now that I think about it. Because we are kind of really strong. I kind of forget the cutoff. I don't know what the level cap is in this game. It's probably 999. Or sorry, it's probably 99. But you'd have to be a crazy person to reach it. Amazing Daisies are the only way to do it, like, to a consistent degree. And even then, you can only inconsistently encounter them. So it's kind of a bit of a, I don't know, doesn't exactly work out, I'll say. Alrighty. Oh yeah, so I will also mention originally the plan was to use Dodgy Fog more during the Bone Tail fight. I named every other dragon we heard in the story. General Light said he would sleep when he returned, and he still sleeps. But yeah, I originally planned on using Dodgy Fog to hedge my bets even more. I don't know how much Dodgy affects the chances of dodging. I just know that we've got a funny amount of pretty lucky badges. I don't know how the badges, like, work together, like, the way they handle the percent chance, but pretty lucky is a 10% chance, give or take. I'm pretty sure Lucky Day is like a 20%. And I think Close Call is as well, but it only works when you're low. Hello, Mario. Did you eat something? The thing is that, like, Lucky Day isn't even particularly efficient, but farming pretty lucky badges isn't something you can really do. Delivery from Gold Bob? You came all the way to bring that here? Well, thank you for that. I'll take it off your hands. Well delivered, so you go fetch your reward, I assume. Say hello to Gold Bob when you see him. Well then, perhaps I'll go check out my cannon. Yep, now I go clear the fuck back. Man, I love Paper Mario. What a good game. I am going to shoot myself. If I ever do play this game again, it will probably be very far into the future. Again, if I ever become a bigger creator, I do want to revisit games like this with just more active chat presence. However, I will say that it's probably going to be very similar viewing every time, because when it comes to games like this that I'm very knowledgeable about, I always want to give the knowledge to people. You know, I don't want to just assume they know it, so they could miss out, you know. That being said, that's why I'm gonna try to avoid just playing the same game over and over and over again. Gonna kind of save it for special occasions. There are more than enough single-player games for me to enjoy without even getting into, like, playing stuff with my friends. So, yep. I just picked this one as the first one because it meant a lot to me. Originally, I wanted to do Paper Mario 64, but it just... the emulator kept crashing, I'm gonna be real. I'm probably... Oops, I knocked over. Nice. Anyways. I'm probably going to give 64 another shot in the future just via the Switch. Because I won't have to worry about that emulator crashing. But... I have save points. A save state still. All the benefits. Did you find General Light? I see, and he received it? Good. Thanks, Gonzalez. Here's your reward. 64 coins. That's actually a decent amount. Been a while, boy. I think you're simply the best. Pretty cool, mister. Anything from Toodles? Still on the train journey thing. Yeah, so that's all the side quests done until the post-game ones, and spoiler alert, those don't give you anything particularly mind-blowing either. Oh, you know, come to think of it, one of the side quests you get is to go to the pit. So, when we do, I might as well, like, hold off on doing the pit adventure until that point. So, we might as well just spend our remaining time checking up on the people of Rogueport. I'll say except for Luigi, because he's gonna go on too long, probably. Nah, never mind. His stories aren't that long. Like, they hype them up as being very long, and they're decently long text boxes for what you're doing, but yeah. Also, if you can't tell by the fact that my shop points have ballooned since last time, I was grinding money. Because of being pretty broke. Well, I needed to grind for the money badge, and I figured the best way to get the coins for it was just to run the hustle of selling fire flowers at Far Outpost and selling ice storms at Keelhole Key. For train ticket, I'm gonna save up my money too. I know, easy. One day I'm gonna ride the excess and promise you. That's why our inventory was completely empty too. I believe you make 8 coins going to Far Outpost, but you make a decent, I think like 4 coins. You make a 3 coin profit going to Far Outpost, and I think you make a 4 or so coin profit leaving, which means that with a 20 coin inventory, that's like a 60 going and then 80 returning. Playing romantic partings. Oh. Just eat, man, I love the thought of it all. I want a romantic photo. Well, oh wait, first I have to fall in love. Dang. You have a train ticket? Well, I'm gonna try and save up my money too. No, it'll be easy. One day I'm gonna ride this XS Express. I promise you that. Of course, even then, I'll never grow tired of gazing at this engine. Yep. Air. New boss said to watch this place. Okay, he's still threatened to toss us. He's a chuckster. Guess what? I made a big spaghetti dinner for my kids yesterday. They were so very happy. It was great. I felt very, I don't know, motherly. If I get to see smiles like those, I'll make dinner for them more often. But I still can't help coming here to check this high scores pretty often. How you doing? He's still fan Goomba-tastic. Nothing has got this guy. Hey, it's you. My friend Jessica and Frank. You doing, eh? Bah, I'm sorry. I'm sure I got nothing to worry about, but I figured I'd ask. Let's check on the happy couple, see what we got going. Probably just the same dialogue, but we'll see. It's you. New era has begun for the great beyond the syndicate. Let the good times roll. We're gonna let them robbers move on our turf just because our boss changed. We're gonna watch them chumps more than ever before. Oh yeah. Very nice to start a family someday. Oh, what am I thinking? All you biscuit and me, I mean Francesca and me will keep the syndicate strong. Understood? Yeah, I didn't really say it, but the gambling mother finally getting on her shit and helping out is pretty nice. Thinking today's Happy Lucky Lottery, I was as far from first as possible. Yeah, I'll win tomorrow for sure. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be here until tomorrow. I asked my brother if he wanted to play soccer with me, and he was so happy. If I had known it would make him so happy, I would have asked him sooner, you know? But since I didn't, I'll just have to play with him now. I have to, yeah, just play with him more from now on. I was going to the theater, living in a town like this, torture like me, I already said nothing there, but I believe it's you. The dunking of noodle. I've seen it. Alright. Refreshing. I don't know why I never try to maybe I'm just tired. I never get tired of doing this thing. Maybe because I'm tired. Good. Actually, I will have to save Luigi's adventures for next time, just because I am running low on time and I actually don't want to be late for work for once. Today I got out of bed for the first time in a while and went on a walk. I wandered under the sky. I'd completely forgotten just how blue it can be. No matter how much money I have, I'll never be able to buy that blue sky. It's given me insight into how I can use the endless sums of money I have. Yeah, so we're actually, like, as you near the final chapter, there's some good stuff happening. For some of them. Mom's spaghetti yesterday was so delicious, and my brother asked if I wanted to play soccer with him. It was so fun, and Dad said we were all going to take a trip together. I'm so happy. Everyone was so happy once I made some solid travel plans. Imagine that. It's good to take vacations. Yeah, real good. I even got an idea for my novel. It's going to be the adventures of this guy standing right here. Mario, yeah. If I ever finish it, I'll let you know. I'm not promising any royalties or anything, though. It's fine, man. You need the money for your family and Mario. Mario's not loaded, I imagine, but, like, he's gotta live well. Like, I don't know. I guess the RPGs kind of contradict this, but I figure Mario's the kind of guy who, like, who walks into the Mushroom Kingdom. Like, he goes into any establishment and they give him, like, one on the house, you know? Any good jobs, you know, easy work, mind-blowing pay. It'd be great if I could get paid a lot to sleep. Yeah, that's a job for me. Smell that sign doesn't smell quite right. No, indeed you don't. Can't really place it. Got a really bad feeling like something real awful is gonna happen soon. Ancient prophecy discovered: when the moon shines bright, the end will draw near. What's going on tonight? Is man, the moon freaking out or what? Oh yeah, right, because we fucking blew up something. Looking for this guy who defrauded me with a fake credit card the other day. If you find that jerk, don't do anything to him, understand? Just find him for me. Telling us to hit him with a fucking 5-piece combo. If you don't know anything, so I'll teach you about there are ruins beneath us. You can go down there and find these pipes that... Huh? You already knew that? Fine, Mr. Brilliant. I'll better say this. We already talked to these guys earlier. So Podley probably has a new line. Where you can escape the city and spend time with the true you. We'll get to them later. Mr. Mario, found the princess yet? I fear if I don't find her soon enough, I'll collapse from a lack of sleep. Yep, we must find her, etc., etc. Bad shop doesn't have anything new. I don't know if we can buy them out. But, I mean, I'm sure that's something to do. I'm not really gonna try to do it, because it'd just be a waste of time, but She doesn't have anything new to say, because all she says is just... You know, the same thing she always says when we cook stuff. Super Luigi 3. I'm going to run between do the 2 cell things so I can get... But actually, I think I should just talk to the guys in the back of Roadport and then call it, because it's about that time. No need to do any more than we need to today. And then when we come around on Tuesday, which is my day off, I'll be ready to finish this up. And then Wednesday evening, I'll probably start a new game. Either Portal or Dark Souls, probably. Listen, this is a huge secret, but it's coming out now. I wanted Goomba. What? You want to know what I did that made me come out to hide here? Why? It's not like I stole money from my parents and got kicked out or anything. Yep, so that's his thing. That's his whole wanted Goomba shtick, is he just filched some money off his folks and felt bad and has nowhere else to go. So I blew through 800 coins at the parlor, but next time I'm definitely winning. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll just quit. Hey, you got some kind of problem? You think you just barging my head out? I'm probably just jealous not snooping around. There's no natural light, so it's all dark and scary. Who'd want to come in here? So next time we come here, we will be doing every last bit that I need to wrap up. We have, that just suck. Yeah, next time we visit the game will be the last time, presumably. We just have to finish the last dungeon, do some side quest stuff, and then we're gonna go on the Great Star Piece hunt. Then we're gonna finish the last dungeon, do some side quests, get the last bits from the NPCs in town, and then wrap it up. It'll be pretty. Sure, that'll be all. It'll be pretty good, by my estimation. I could have gotten started earlier today, and I maybe could have finished up the Star Piece thing. I have no idea how many we are off. Decent chunk. Again, most of them are probably in panels. I'm just gonna follow a guide and just kind of retrace our steps. Before I call it fully. Let me go. Grab. Wait. Is that it? Hang on. Okay. So I'm pretty sure. Yep. I'm pretty sure that we need to beat the game to get the last 8 volume of Super Luigi, so we'll read them all instead. But that'll go into the wrapping everything up thing. But I guess I'll end it on this note, the RDM final issue, which I don't recall reading. Also, I didn't read Ghost T. Hello. Oh, long time no spook. It is I, the spirit from the XS Express. If you're wondering how an ethereal being like myself can type an email, well, I actually possess the train conductor to do it. Oh, don't worry though, he's doing just fine. I'll do my new diary like this. Email's convenient, you know, and leaving a record of my afterlife is cool in a spiritual sense, I mean. Good luck with your quest. It's not yet time for you to come over to my side. Whenever you do, I'll welcome you. Farewell. Yep. RDM final issue. Rogueport today. In a shocking series of events today, local authorities report that ZST, age 55, delivered a left hook to the jaw of gadabout Flavio, age 25, late this very afternoon. Investigation has revealed that the cause of the feisty fisticuffs may have been Zest's anger that a shipment of gourmet ingredients spoiled on the dock because Flavio had filled up the crew with a marathon 2-day tale of high seas adventure. While Flavio is recovering from temporary memory loss, Zesty has already been approached by Eclipse Pit talents, Don Gumbadi. Think the kid's got spunk. We'll take the world by storm, said Gumbadi. I think this 55-year-old woman, she's got hands. Damn explosive exclusive on the shop in Far Outpost, North Windsmart. So cold there that all of the merchandise is frozen to the counter. Just kidding, the smiling shop manager showed us a variety of goods. As the sweet-faced little miss explained, it's cold out, but I do my best to explode inside to warm the place up. Ah, so come on in. It's big too, folks, so we haven't even seen all of it yet. Come on down and see it for yourself. Cooking for Rookies. This is the final installment of Cooking for Rookies, just to make sure we leave you with a smile on your face. Our last recipe will be for couple's cake. Just simmer spicy soup for a few minutes and drop it in a snow bunny and presto for your very eyes. The mixture will congeal and take the form of a cake. Eat it with somebody you love. This is it, dear readers, the final issue. We here at RDM Office have enjoyed every minute of our hard work to bring you best news and features. May we meet again, perhaps sooner than you think. Wink, wink. So, removed from the game in the Japanese version and reissued in it in the remake, I believe, is an entire lower section to that email that has an extra recipe and another outro. But that's neither here nor there. For now, I leave you. We will return. I will return on Tuesday to wrap the game up, and then we try to upload the VODs tomorrow. Get that channel going because I won't be able to record because I'll be busy. So yeah, I will see y'all then. I'm really looking forward to wrapping it all up.